Hey, uno, dos, tres.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Diego, coming at you straight from the capital city. Today on Daddy Gamer Diaries, I'm gonna defrost a little bit, but I also wanted to talk to you guys about a news article that I saw that really got me thinking. The article indicated that in the US at least, Nintendo Switch ownership is split about 50-50, male and female. And I thought that was a really interesting piece of data. And my mind immediately went into thinking of how this data point is likely a key factor towards a lot of the games that I see announced, games I don't see announced. You hear a lot of complaints about there not being a Call of Duty, Battlefield, Madden, etc., etc. And I started thinking about all these decisions that gaming companies are making in terms of what games to release on the Switch. And then I caught myself. I was like, but man, all these thoughts that I'm having are still operating on very archetypal, stereotypes of what games boys like, what games girls like, what games women like, what games men like. And, the reality is those are just gendered expectations. My son, for example, his favorite pastimes when not playing video games are to vacuum, clean the floor in the kitchen using the Swiffer, and to help my wife bake stuff, make things in the kitchen. To the extent that he has been able to go to a little class where he's the only boy, mind you. He's the only boy, but he goes to a class called like Little Chefs or something like that. My mother-in-law takes him on Saturday mornings. And Bella started tagging along too because she didn't like Big Brother leaving her behind. And Ephraim is the star at that place. I get reports every week about how he was the expert at slicing bananas. He was the expert at this. The little girls in the class ask if he can do it for them. And it's kind of cool. I think it's awesome that he likes that. He definitely has seen enough episodes of Great British Baking Cook-Off to know that cooking and baking is not an exclusively feminine activity. But it got me thinking of the fact that, I don't play Call of Duty, Battlefield. I do play FIFA. I do get fighting games. But I don't get a lot of the prototypical, bro games. And I know plenty of women that do play in a lot of those type of games, from friends that I have in the Cartridge Club and people that I've met, throughout my life. So I am curious whether or not this trend is going to continue, whether or not this trend of a diversity of game types continues to exist. I look forward to seeing what games Bella and Ephraim and eventually Gabe are going to be into. I could see them, when they're old enough to be trusted with the Switch and its little delicate Joy-Cons, I could see me getting a game like Little Dragon Cafe for Arabella. I'm definitely going to get Animal Crossing. That's a game that has a high female purchase rate. But I love that game. To me, it's just like super chill, relaxed, fun game of, making things cute. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? The other day, my wife was telling me a story about something that she heard at Mom to Mom. That a friend of hers, who doesn't really know that my wife is a sociologist, kind of feminist theorist vein, and the woman was saying, I'm proud of my husband because he's not out there apologizing for his masculinity. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? I'm sorry, I don't know, man. I definitely understand what it means to acknowledge your privilege. Sometimes I do that. Like, hey, you know, it's kind of a raw deal that I'm probably going to have to make sure that my daughter gets the attention that she needs when it comes to science math classes, just because of certain gendered expectations. So I'm waxing politically, philosophically here. Let's get back to the games. Still playing Valkyria Chronicles, picking up some Valiant Hearts levels along the way too. I'm stuck in Pan. I'm gonna have to watch a Let's Play and figure out how to get through this puzzle thing that is just bleh. Blade Strangers, cool little fighting game, all lots of fun. I got so many more games to play. Got too many games. See you guys.